in welcoming you all to the Interbank Quiz Competition Banking Chanakya 2017, hosted by none other than Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. I take this opportunity to thank each one of you for the overwhelming response for the Banking Chanakya. As you all are aware that your institute has entered the 90th year of dedicated service to the banking industry, and to commemorate this occasion, we have organized various academic activities across India like Bankers Meet, outreach programs, and the Interbank Quiz Competition. Though Banking Chanakya is a debut initiative from IIBF, your cooperation, support, and active participation has helped us to reach seamlessly till where we are. The response is indeed quite encouraging, which has motivated us to dish out more such exciting ventures in the time to come. We take great pleasure in extending a warm welcome to the esteemed guests, delegates, participants to the Interbank Quiz Competition Banking Chanakya. May I now request our Deputy CEO, Dr. Sudhir Galande, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I welcome all of you, the bankers, here also, the Principal of Punjab and Sindh Bank, Mr. Rajendra Kumar and his team. Unfortunately, sponsors are not here, but they have given State Bank of India, Union Bank, Punjab National Bank, and Canara Banks are their representative. And at the time of function here, the GM of Punjab and Sindh Bank, Mr. Quadra ji has accepted invitation. He will be coming there at 4 o'clock. Friends, basically as my colleague and my colleague here, Delhi office head actually, Mr. Rajput ji, and my colleague Preeti Agrawal, as well as this event which we are doing it, we are conducting with the help of Mr. Gautam Bose and his team. Let me first of all say this, as you are all aware, you have seen the film. The institute was set up in 1928, and you must have, those who has the fortunate to read the biography of the institute, it was all the Britishers who have set up this institute. Only there was one Indian known as Mr. Purushottam Das Thakur Das, and he was not a banker, he was a trader, okay, and in whose name we conduct the memorial every year, lecture memorial. This year also, 18 December, we will be holding in the city of Mumbai, and many eminent persons always address at gathering. So basically, institute has decided, the governing council has directed, you know, the governing councils all are only the banks chairmen only, public sector, private sector, foreign banks, cooperative bank, like that it is there. So basically we decided that this year we will be celebrating with the 3 events. The first event is this Banking Chanakya Inter-Quiz Competition. The second was outreach program. What was meant by the outreach program is nothing, but we will be visiting the various colleges and institutes across the country just to have the awareness of what this institute stands for. And third was the Bankers Meet. The Bankers Meet, let me tell you, I have personally visited the Bhubaneswar, the Indore, the Ahmedabad. We want to conduct the Bankers Meet in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. We are soon going to conduct at Dharwad, Madurai, even in Lucknow we are conducted. So Chandigarh, we want to conduct all these Tier 2 and 3 cities where bankers will participate. And let me tell you, in all the cities where we are conducted, not less than 100 bankers has attended, and all bankers. It's not that in Bhubaneswar there were almost 130 bankers. In Ahmedabad also there were more than 125 bankers. Indore also was an excellent program. What we do, we normally take one topic there and also request the bankers there, because most of the places we are having the regional offices, whether it's a state bank, PNB, whichever is the bank. and they have given us a wholehearted support. This also is an event. See, why we have kept on Sunday, and unfortunately the response is there. Perhaps our thinking was different. We thought that Sunday may be a proper day where the bankers can come. And here our local representative, who is the head, Mr. Rajput, has tried his best. He has contacted college. Even here the principal also has requested the nearby colleges. We too has tried from the Bombay city. We also requested the participant if they can bring. But what we then gather is that here today perhaps there is a marriage function. Lots of marriages today are there. Some of the reasons we got it. Of course, from Bombay we cannot know what is happening here sometimes. Okay, that is there. But one thing I can tell you, one of the very good classical singer is there. If you must have heard his name, it was called Kumar Gandharva. He normally used to stay in Devas, which is in the near Indore. And even at one of the programs he performed there was hardly any audience. But he said, I am not concerned with the audience. I am concerned, you have invited me, I will give my best. I always consider this hall is full of the audience. So only the message I am giving today to all the participants is, don't bother about. You perform very well, your institute is there. This is the institute of bankers only. We are just the merely employees and just trying to give it to the bankers. And that's what, this is the first things. Kolkata is there, followed by Chennai, and then Mumbai is there. So don't worry about it. I take this opportunity to thank this Punjab and Sindh Bank for making this excellent arrangement. And with these brief introductions, I thank everybody. Thank you very much.
Sir, light symbolizes knowledge, and lighting of the lamp has a spiritual significance. In line with the tradition, may I now request Mr. Rajendra Kumar, Principal, Punjab and Sindh Bank Staff Training College, Mr. Kuldeep Singh Khurana, Chief Manager, Punjab and Sindh Bank Staff Training College, Dr. Sudhir Galande, Deputy CEO, IIBF, Mr. Jagdish Rajput, Zonal Head, North Zone PDC, IIBF, to join in for the lighting of the lamp to mark an auspicious beginning to the event.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Having conducted thousands of events for blue chip companies, government agencies, and academia in over 120 destinations of the world. Please join us with a huge round of applause, Mr. Gautam Bose, the quiz master of Banking Chanakya 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries from IIBF, from Punjab and Sindh Bank, my good friend Preeti ji, and of course all the participants. Well, I must say I don't know whether I'm Kumar Gandharv or not, but I'll certainly try and give it our best shot. Not too fun to see an empty auditorium, but again, as I said, Preeti ji has rightly said, the idea was never to have a full auditorium, the idea was to quiz you. So we are here. And let's make the best of the opportunity. So what I'll do is, may I have the cordless microphone? Let's begin our show. All right, so what I'm going to do is, all of you know, the teams know who they are. Starting with my right, which is going to be team number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the team from Axis Bank Limited, Noida. Well done, and welcome to the North Zone semi-finals of Banking Chanakya 2017. Neighboring them is the State Bank of India from New Delhi. Let's welcome them on stage. Well done, SBI. And they are also our proud sponsors. All right. Next up, as team number 3, is the team from Oriental Bank of Commerce, coming from Meerut. Welcome, Oriental Bank of Commerce. I must say this, that all these teams who have qualified, they have qualified by virtue of scoring lots and lots of points in the online elimination round. And I'm sure, I trust all of you, nobody Googled, right? Yeah, okay. All right, moving on to my immediate left is the team from, another State Bank team from Dehradun this time. Let's welcome them on stage. Fantastic, 2 girls. Yes, all of you please clap for them. Good to see you all. As a quiz master and as a performer, I always hope that there are girls on stage. It's always fun. All right, and completing the lineup, because one of the teams hasn't come, they had better things to do. So let's welcome Reserve Bank of India from Chandigarh. And they are the team to watch out for. The ladies and the gents, please watch out for this team. They are regular quizzers, or so I understand. Welcome, RBI. All right, so all of us, what we are going to do is, it's a very simple drill. Now, I was recently, I'm pretty old now. Let RBI first settle down. And please hear me out, the next few words are going to be very essential to the final outcome of the quiz. Though we are limited in numbers, but we are going to make lots and lots of fun. We are going to have a gala time, that I can promise you. So, as I was telling you, when I started my career on stage, we always did a lot of singing and dancing and all of that. But people tell me I'm too old for that. So these days what I've done is, I've calmed down. These days I begin all my shows with a little bit of yoga. Recently I was at Baba Ramdev's ashram, and he himself actually taught me this yoga. This is very, very essential. So I'm requesting all of you, even people, dignitaries in the first row, please join me in this yoga exercise. It's going to take you 30 seconds or lesser, but this is very, very important. A little bit of yoga does not hurt anybody, okay? First of all of you, inhale. Inhale, all right. Think only about positive things, positive energies in life. Both hands up. All of you, both hands up. All of you. Thank you so very much. Both hands up. Okay. Both hands up. Don't do that. Only one hand down. Right hand down. Right hand down. Only the right hand down. All right. Great. Now scan your pockets. Put your hand in your pocket. Take out your mobile phone. Yeah, to the girls, not pockets, but take out your mobile phone. And don't laugh. This is very serious exercise. Baba Ramdev himself taught me this. Okay, keep holding your breath. Only your phone's in your hand. All right, switch it off. Switch it off. Phone's back in your pocket. Both hands down. Exhale. End of yoga. All right? Yeah. So even if you don't understand my jokes, you can still afford a laugh or a clap. That's all part of the exercise. And you know, I'm paid to be funny, so even, I mean, these kind of things keep on happening. Please do not trust me when I say Baba Ramdev taught me this. I've never met him in my life, so that's okay. All right. So having said that, this is the ripe time and the right time to begin our quiz. The first question that I'm going to ask at the Banking Chanakya 2007 North Zone semifinals, and may I remind all the teams, only the best team is going to qualify to the national finale, which is going to be made for a national television channel. All right, so all the best to all of you. There are differential scoring. I'm going to tell you what to do at each round. But as of now, it's a very simple exercise. You see the question, try and give the right answer, and that is all that there is to it. There's nothing much more. All right, all the best. Let's begin. Can we have the front rows light switched off? Yes. Thank you for that. So these are the rounds that I have for all of you. We do have some audience prizes, which I'm going to distribute amongst our dignitaries and the limited audience, and of course, to the teams on stage also every now and then. So all the best. As I said, Axis Bank Limited, you are team number 1. So the first question is going to come your way, which is a direct. If you answer it correctly, to my scorers, first round, 10 points if you get it right. If you don't get it right, no need to worry. There are absolutely no negatives. It passes on to your next neighboring team, which is towards your left. So Axis Bank, we are going to start the round as I rightly call it, the launch pad. Let's go to Launchpad, please. And may I remind all of you, it's a general quiz because for specific banking related things, you of course have your JIIB and CAIIB exams. This is not that. It's a fun exercise, so it's going to be a general quiz, but some questions in banking will crop up every now and then. Axis Bank, let's begin. First question coming up your way onto the screen now. All right, simple one, and a question from not entirely banking, but currency. How can you connect the countries of Algeria, Bahrain, Iraq, Jordan, Libya, and so many other countries in respect to their economy? If you get this right, you get 10 points. If you don't, we pass it on to State Bank of India. And while you speak, please do so on your microphone so that all of us can listen to your inventive guessing. I hope I have made myself clear. There are the names of few countries. While talking about the economy, how can you connect all of them? What is the common thread between the economy of all these countries? Please switch on your microphone so that we can hear you. There's a switch there. No, that's the buzzer. Please reset the buzzer. All right, you'll get the hang of things. Don't worry. As I said, whenever you are worried, think about Baba Ramdev, take a deep inhale, and then you would answer yes. Axis Bank. You don't have that much time. Quick answer. No, can't give you any points for that. Moving on to SBI.
Based on Sharia law?
Based on Sharia law. No. Might be, but that is not what I'm looking for. Actually, one of the countries, two of the countries are not based on Sharia law. Oriental Bank of Commerce. Please speak on the microphone. You have one. Utilize it. Oil-based economies. No, something again very simple, very basic. Moving on to SBI Dehradun. And that would be, what would be the name of the common currency? So all of them have Riyal as their currencies. Moving on to RBI. Dirham. I can't see UAE there. No. Just missed it. Just missed it. Anybody in the audience? What do you think? Well, most of the teams have got the thread right, which is they all share a common currency. Which would be what? Asian currency. No, it's pretty simple actually. Anybody can take a try. Please take a try. There are lots of prizes. Preeti ji, want to take a try? No? Anybody in the audience? Come on, don't worry. I'm not going to penalize you if you're wrong. There is absolutely no. आपको मैं जेल में नहीं भेजने वाला, so don't worry. Take a guess. Take a guess. They are very close. They said dirham. It's not dirham because UAE is not there. No. Middle East countries is okay. I'm looking for the name of a common currency. It's dinar. Dinar. Not dirham. It's dinar. Let's have a look at the answer. Dinar. All right. I'm not expecting claps for myself because that means that teams are not scoring. So I hope SBI does better with their direct question. Here it comes your way. Let's go to the next question for SBI this time. All right. I'm going to simplify this for all of you. I have shown you two paintings. One is a series of painting and the other one to your right is a sketch, a black and white sketch. My simple question is, who do you think are the artists? Now these were sold at an auction. The one on your left, which is a series of photographs, it created a lot of noise some time back. Obviously, since it's part of a quiz question, it's not a regular painter. Hence, it forms part of a quiz question. Which famous personalities are part of these creations? First painting is by one person, second painting is by another person. Both of them are very, very famous, world-renowned personalities. Well, I can drop you another clue. The second painting, well, he's been part of many a ridicule. He might not be that popular, more unpopular than popular, so to speak. But both are very, very well-known people. Both the artists share a particular office. Their office is more important. Like you could say both of them are painted by RBI governors. So RBI governor being the office. All right, I've almost goaded you to give that answer. I've given you more clues than I should have. SBI, what do you think is the right answer? World-renowned personalities. By the way, you have about 10 seconds time only to answer. You can't courier your answer to my office back in Kolkata. Yes, SBI.
Painted by presidents of US.
Presidents of US? You mean voters? And who would be those US presidents? Let's say the first one. Who do you think is the president? Take a guess.
Bill Clinton.
And who would be the second painter?
I'm taking the joke too far.
No.
Okay, second would be Barack Obama.
So in quiz there is never a joke. You know, you never know whether how close you are to an answer. Ladies and gentlemen, they have given me the perfect answer because the question did not ask for the name of the presidents, but for the office. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 points, opening 10 points for SBI, painted by Portas, or the President of the United States. Here comes the answer on your screen. And those are the painters, well, both known for their high IQ. And, well, let's move on to the next one. 10 points for team number 2, by the way. State Bank of India, New Delhi. Next question is coming up for OBC. Here is your question. Right, I'm going to simplify that for you. You don't have to scan through the entire text. I'm going to simplify it for you. Just listen to me, I'm going to make it very, very simple. I'm talking about caves. Caves in India, right? Now, of the top 10 longest and deepest caves in India, of the top 10, mind you, 9 of them are in a particular state. While the 10th one, I have given you the name of the state, the 10th one is in Mizoram. But 9 of them are in a particular state. And in that state, many, many caving expeditions take place. Some of them are called caving in the abode of the clouds. So which state in India am I talking about? Just have to give me the name of the state. Of the top 10 longest, deepest caves, 9 of them are in this particular state. Which state? OBC? Yeah, there are lots of clues. Jaintia Hills and all of that. Meghalaya. Megh ka matlab abode of the clouds. Hence Meghalaya. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for them. Well done, 10 points. Meghalaya, of course, abode of the clouds, and those are the caves in Meghalaya. Next time you go to Shillong and all those places, there are some lovely, lovely caves. I've done some caving myself there. Now, moving on to the ladies for the first time. Here comes your question on the screen. Alright, I'm again going to simplify it for you. So, forget reading all that, yeah? I'm going to make it simple for you. Now, there is this gentleman called Zishan Kadri. What he did was, I'm going to stand in the way so that you can't read the question. Yeah? Still you can. Alright, but listen to me, I'm going to make it very simple. So, there is a gentleman called Zishan Kadri. From his early childhood, he was very, very interested in acting in movies. If not acting, then somehow connected with movies. So what he did was, he was staying at a particular small little town somewhere in eastern India. And he started jotting down his daily life that he was facing in his town. He kept on writing about it, about the small town that he came from. One fine day, he made a long diary out of it. Over the years. Then one fine day, he met a gentleman who was about to shoot a film. So he gave the script to him saying, this is my life story. Look, this town is very unique. So this is my life story. He gives it to this director, and the director likes the script so much that not only he decides to make a movie out of it, but this person is also taken as an actor in the movie. So give me the name of his hometown, which also becomes part of the name of the movie itself.
The film is Gangs of Wasipur.
It's not working loudly.
The film is Gangs of Wasipur.
And the town is Wasipur,
Right.
somewhere near to Dhanbad.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, these teams are really, really good. 10 points to the ladies. Well done. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. Wasipur, and the person in question was Anurag Kashyap. Obviously, Gangs of Wasipur, one of my favorite movies. Now moving on to the RBI team for the direct question, which is going to come up on the screen shortly. Here it comes. This is an iconic photograph of a US President, Lyndon B. Johnson. Now the question is pretty simple actually. First part of the question, RBI, is where was this picture taken? By where, I need a very specific place. Where was this picture taken, and what is so unique about the picture? So this is the only one in the history of US presidents, the only one of its kind. Lyndon B. Johnson is shown somewhere in a very specific place. Why this photograph? What is happening? Look carefully at the lady, that might give you a clue. Yes, RBI, may I have your answer, please?
It's a guess. I think it's after Kennedy's assassination. This is Air Force One.
Oh my God. So you say the photograph was taken inside an aircraft, the Air Force One.
Yes.
And this was right after JFK's assassination. So basically there is a protocol. The moment a US president remits office by means of some unnatural circumstances, like as in the case of assassination of JFK, so immediately somebody has to take over as the next president. He was on board a plane. Now this is the story that you might like. He was not on Air Force One then, because that wasn't Air Force One. But as per protocol, the moment a president travels in any aircraft, that by default becomes Air Force One. So ladies and gentlemen, which means this is the only president of India to have taken oath. He's taking oath as the president inside Air Force One. Lovely answer. Let's clap for that. 10 points. Wonderful answer. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. Lyndon B. Johnson, the US president, taking oath right after the assassination of JFK. Wonderful, wonderful answer. So we had 6 questions because we were expecting all the 16 to come in. So what I'm going to do is, next question, I'm going to pose that as an audience question. First, I'll go to the audience because we have some lovely prizes, courtesy IIBF, thank you very much. If they can answer, well and good. If they can't, I'm going to come back to the teams on stage, not for points, but to give you a prize. Let's go to the next question, please. Next is an audience question. All right, so this is something new. You have to give me the name of the railways or the trail itself, based on Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay's concept of rise of the last person, or in other words, rise of the common man. These are new trains that have been launched this year, which is completely unreserved. So आपको इसका reservation करवाने की ज़रूरत है नहीं. You don't need to reserve your tickets. What is the name given to this train? The first of this service was started between Ernakulam and Howrah in March of this year. What is the name given to such trains? Pura unreserved hai. Anybody in the audience? Sorry? Humsafar is a good guess. Can we give him a prize? That's not the right answer, by the way. That's not the right answer, but we are going to give you a prize nevertheless. All right, let's clap for sir from ILBF for trying that one. Anybody up here in the...
Antyoday Express.
Once again?
Antyoday Express.
Antyoday Express. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for them. They don't get any points, but that's the right answer. So the idea is Antyoday, matlab ant ke person ka uday, Antyoday. Let's have a look at the answer. Can I get a prize, please?
Yeah.
Let me give it to them. Don't worry, my people are there. Okay, you'll get a prize. Both of you gave the answer. I have no clue what's in there, but whatever is there, if it is a cup, if it is a mug, you can take the handle, you can give the rest of the things to State Bank of India. Right. Or the wrapper looks nice, you can share. Alright, so that about does it for the first round of the quiz. I'm not going to show the scores right away because still early days. We are going to show the scores after the end of the second round. Can we go to the second round quickly? Let's go to the second round. I have another audience question, so we can skip that and go to the next round. So next round, what do we have? Alright, I love this round. I call this round the Incredible India. Let's go to Incredible India, please. As the name of the round itself suggests, all questions lead to India, Indians, or Indianness. So everything would be as... It's not on the buzzer here. Let's reset the buzzer, please. Reset the buzzer, please. Yes. Your fingers are twitching, I understand. All right. Not to mind. Here is the scoring pattern. It's again very simple. 10 points if you get it right. If you don't, not to worry. We move on to your next neighboring team, which is towards your left. Okay. All the best once again to all the teams. All the teams are scoring, which is good. Team Axis Bank, here comes your question on the screen. Simple one. People from down south would find this ridiculously simple. This is one of those classical dance forms. आपको इस dance form का नाम बताना है बस. So out of the 8 classical dance forms as recognized by the Sangeet Natak Academy, 2 come from the state of Kerala. Mind you, I'm talking about the state of Kerala. 2 of them come from Kerala. I've given you the name of one of them, which is Kathakali. If one of them is Kathakali, which is this one? I'll give you some time to ponder upon your answers. If one of them is Kathakali, give me the name of the other classical dance form which emanates from the state of Kerala. Yes, Axis Bank, do we have an answer?
Bharatnatyam.
Bharatnatyam is incorrect. Moving on to State Bank of India.
Yakshagan.
No, that's a very good guess. I'm very happy that you know that name. Moving on to OBC.
Sir, Kuchipudi.
Kuchipudi does not look like Kuchipudi.
Mohiniyattam.
Mohiniyattam, the girls had to know that. Let's clap for them. Mohiniyattam, wonderful answer. 10 points. Let's go to the answer, please. 10 points for SBI Dehradun. Please don't give SBI New Delhi's point to SBI Dehradun. Huh? Don't do that. Rather, we are rooting for the girls, so you can give them extra points. No, please don't do that. All right, moving on to the next question. Question number 2, which is going to be for SBI New Delhi this time. Let's see what we have in store for you. I love this question. You know, sometimes there are questions which are favorites of quiz masters, which means 2 things. 1, the question is good enough. 2, it's bad news for the teams because generally that's tough. This is one of them. I'm talking about the largest source of employment in India. Mind you, I'm talking about the sector. So don't tell me Indian Railways because railways is not a sector. So if agriculture is the largest source of employment in India, which is the second largest, I'll be very happy if I get a direct answer from SBI.
Services.
Service sector is incorrect. Moving on. Then it wouldn't have been my favorite. Moving on, because that would have been obvious.
Textile sector.
Textiles. Moving on to SBI.
IT sector.
IT sector. RBI.
MSME.
MSME.
Diamond and jewelries.
That's not a sector. No.
Polish.
Okay, I'm done with all of them. I'm not going to tell you if any one of you is right at this point in time, but let me first go to the audience. Audience, what do you think? Banking. Acha. Construction. Any other guesses? Sir, any other guesses?
Hotel industry.
You are not allowed to give 2 answers, huh? You did not do too well in the online elimination, by the way.
Manufacturing.
Sir, any guesses, sir? I'm looking for the name of the sector. Take any guess.
Okay.
No, you can't give 2 answers. Only 1 answer. Infra, no. I've actually got the right answer from one of the teams. OBC. What was your answer once again on the microphone? You cannot change your answer, dear.
Textile sector.
They said textiles. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about India, somehow we forget the textile sector, which is the second largest employment generator in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for OBC. They were about to change their answer to manufacturing. Thank God you didn't do that. Let's have a look at the answer. 10 points, by the way, to team number 3. Please don't do that. You would have lost 10 points. All right, next question again is for team 3. Team 3, it's your direct now. Let's go to your question on the screen. Not a bad question to be asking. Now, if you were to consider a 0th ball, what is a 0 ball? Basically, you did a wide, your delivery, your first ball, it said was a wide, but you got a wicket on the wide ball. So basically, you did not bowl anything, but you got a wicket. Hence, he becomes the only cricketer till now in T20 history to have got a wicket on 0 balls. I'm talking about his career. Can you guess? I mean, somebody starting his career and getting a batsman of the caliber of Kevin Peterson out without bowling a legal delivery. Who is this cricketer? Very, very famous cricketer. This is your direct. All of you know this person. Very famous personality. Okay, this is just the zonal finals. In the national finale, of course, I'm not going to be that charitable to you, but I can afford that now. I'm going to give you an additional clue. Indian cricketer. The answer is an Indian cricketer. Getting somebody out on 0th ball. Yes.
Ravichandran Ashwin.
Ravichandran Ashwin. No. It's not that easy. Otherwise, I wouldn't have given the clue. SBI. Think out of the box. Think out of the box. Don't think about common names. Think out of the box. Common names as in common bowlers is what I mean. Name is of course common.
Srishant?
Srishant. No. It's not Srishant. RBI.
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli as a bowler. Getting Kevin Peterson out on a 0th ball. Ladies and gentlemen, as of now, that's been the answer of the day. Huge round of applause for RBI. Virat Kohli. Let's have a look at the answer. 10 points to RBI. Virat Kohli also sometimes takes few wickets. Well done to RBI. Next up is a direct question for Team 4, SBI. Let's have a look at your question, coming up on the screen shortly. Alright, should be very, very easy. I'm looking for the name of a palace. Mind you, the answer would be the name. The name of the palace, if you translate that, it literally means mirror on the sky. And the design, you don't want me to complete, fair enough. SBI should be easy.
I think it's Falaknuma Palace.
You think absolutely perfectly well. Well done. Falaknuma Palace. Falaknuma means mirror on the sky. 10 points to State Bank of India. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we are not great in numbers right now, but all of us can appreciate whenever some team gives the right answer. So let's applaud the girls once again. Wonderful answer there. Falaknuma Palace was the abode of the Nizams of Hyderabad for a long, long time. Well done. And now we move on to Team RBI for their direct question. Here it comes on the screen. The Barren Island. Now the Barren Island is somewhere in South Asia, is also an active volcano, thereby making it South Asia's only active volcano. Due to this reason, it has become kind of a tourist attraction. My simple question is, where is it located? By where, please don't tell me the name of the country. I need you to be more specific than that. Where is this located?
Andaman and Nicobar.
Andaman and Nicobar. This team is really good. 10 points once again. RBI Chandigarh. This is located at the southern tip of the Andaman Islands. Alright, so we are done. Please get the scores ready. I want the scores to be displayed shortly. So teams are really doing very, very well. So let's clap once again. Let's clap. You can clap for yourself. My both hands are engaged. I cannot clap, but my good wishes are with you nevertheless. Alright. So very quickly, why not do something? We still have lots of prizes to give away. As we get the scores ready, let me ask an audience question. Alright, let me think of something. Let this be fun. All of you like cricket, right? Huh? You like cricket. Okay, the question is to you. What's your name, sir? And you are from? Axis Bank. Oh, you've come to cheer on this team. Well done. Well done. Okay, first to you. Now let me give you a hypothetical situation. More than a quiz question, it's a question of creative thinking and thinking correctly rather. So let's suppose there's a cricket match going on between two teams. And two teams are very, very friendly to each other. Namely India and Pakistan. You get the idea, right? Alright, so let's consider India is batting and Pakistan of course is bowling. And the good bowlers that they are, God forbid, let's say all the batsmen in the Indian team, they get out on the first ball itself that they face. A test match is going on. So each batsman, they get out by any means on the first ball itself that they face. So at the end of the innings, which number batsman will remain not out? You just need to think. It's not a quiz question. It's more of thinking. You understood my question, right? So at the end of the innings, which number batsman, Yasser is counting. Please do that. You know the answer. Okay, I'm going to come to you next. First to you. Take a guess. Take a guess. Quickly. Number 8. Why? Explain.
5% will get out of first over.
Perfect.
The strike will be changed.
Okay, on the 6th ball, so at the end of the over, the batsman switch ends. So what was your answer? Same. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for both of them. Well done. And can we give them a prize, please? Not them, but him. Wonderful answer. Batsman number 8. And here are the scores. So all that you have to do is once again clap for all the teams who have scored. Axis, not to worry, there are lots of questions left. I'm sure you're going to do well. But as of now, RBI and SBI Dehradun, they are joint leaders on 30 points apiece. Well done to both the teams. All right, let's switch back to the questions. Let's switch back to the questions. We are done with 2 rounds, and I'm a stickler of timekeeping. I generally begin all my quizzes bang on time and end it bang on time. So this we are supposed to end at 4, and I'm going to end it exactly at 4. Right? So that is how it is going to go. But again, some time might be chopped up because of this team. This team hasn't arrived. Well then, let's next up is a round which I call recorded. Let's go to that round, recorded. As the name of the round suggests, It's a round which is based on videos, AVs. Primarily videos, but you might also get some audio every now and then. Scoring. Scoring is very interesting. 15 points, not 10. 15 points if you get it right. If you don't get it right, again, not to worry. It goes on to the next neighboring team. But there is a catch. Now, let's say there is a direct question for Axis Bank. And team SBI Dehradun, they think they also know the answer. But in the normal sequence of things, they'll have to wait for all the teams and it has to come to you, right? Then only you can answer. But we have introduced something, a concept called power play. What happens in a power play? You can jump the queue. Please do not answer. You just have to press your buzzer and indicate to me that you want to play the question on a power play. On a power play, what happens? You'll have to write the answer. Only teams who are taking it on a power play, they need to write the answer because the question is still open to the other teams, mind you. So you'll write the answer or whisper the answer in my ears, whichever is convenient to you. On the power play, if you get it right, you get a plus 20. You are getting a bonus of 5 more. You are getting a plus 20. But if you are wrong, you are losing 15 points. It's a plus 20 or a minus 15 on the power play. If you do not take a power play, if you play it in the normal sequence of things, there is plus 15 and no negative. Understood? Sounds complicated, but it's not that complicated actually. So the idea of doing this is to give teams an opportunity to score and be strategic about their gameplay. All right, let's go to the round. First question is for Axis Bank, and you'll have to wait. Please do not answer in a hurry because, as I said, it's open on the power play as well. Okay, I'll give you your time. Let's go to the first question, please, on screen. Simple enough movie, song composed by one of my dear friends, Ankit Amit Tiwari, and he's going to sing something which is fairly popular. Please do not answer right now because it's open for the other teams. We are going to play a video. The question is, this is taken from the soundtrack of which movie? Let's play. It's a direct for team 1, but the other 4 teams can press the buzzer.
Excuse me, sir.
Alright, we can freeze that. So, the girls, we can reset the buzzer for the girls. SBI, I cannot tell you what they have written, but as of now, I can tell you they're absolutely right. Plus 20 points. Let's clap for them. Plus 20 points. Now I go back to Axis Bank, who is very animated for some reason. Now you'll get your turn. Please answer.
Kai Poche.
Say that once again.
Kai Poche.
Once again. Once again.
Kai Poche.
I love the way you have, the passion with which you give your answers. But, ladies and gentlemen, they are passionate for sure, but they are also right. So let's clap for them. 15 points is what they get. Kai Poche. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. Kai Poche, of course. 15 points for Axis Bank and 20 points for SBI Dehradun. Okay, all of you have understood the concept of the round. So for direct SBI, it's your direct, so you'll get your chance, but please do not answer in a hurry because it's open to the other teams on the buzzer. Let's go to the next question, please. What do we have in store for you? Name the majestic fort. It's shot in high-def video. Watch the video. Some team has already gone for it. Okay, we can't play the video. The girls have gone for it. No. I'll be nice with you. Don't worry. Let's play the video. Let's play the video. The girls are going for the power play. Now watch it. Answers, you need to write it down. Please reset the buzzer. We can see that. Team SBI. What's your answer? You don't have to press the buzzer. Please reset the buzzer. It's your direct. I'll give you 5 more seconds.
Amer Fort Jaipur.
Amer Fort Jaipur. Girls, what did you write on the microphone, please? Both of them agree. I agree. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for both of them. By the scoring, they have gone on the power play, so the girls get plus 20 and SBI gets plus 15. Well done. The girls might be leading. Yes. Let's clap for them. Next up is the direct for Team OBC Meerut. Here comes your question. Alright, this is again one of my favorites. From the world of racing. So you'll see 2 dudes. They are absolute dudes. 2 dudes driving, somebody driving and somebody who's a co-passenger. I've given you the name of the driver. And the driver is Christian Rado. Christian Rado is the driver. You'll have to give me the name of the co-passenger or the co-driver in this case rather. Let's play the video. It's a direct for OBC. Please do not answer in a hurry. It's open on the buzzer for the other teams. Yeah. This is the co-passenger now, the one who is driving now. Be ready with your answer. RBI, be ready with your answer. You have to write. Reset the buzzer, please. Reset the buzzer, please. This is a direct for OBC, but you'll have to wait because RBI has gone for the power play. Ladies and gentlemen, they are absolutely right. Plus 20 points. Well done to RBI. OBC, it's your direct. Please answer on the microphone. There are no negatives for you. Take a try. No, that's okay. This is the best that we can offer. Yeah, I've understood. Give the answer now, please. No guesses either? Okay, moving on to the girls.
Do we get a minus?
No. It's minuses are only if you go for the power play.
Michael Schumacher.
Michael Schumacher with that lamba dadi. No. Moving on to team 1.
Vasudev Jaggi.
Jaggi Vasudev or Sadguru. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap. Well done. That is the dude Jaggi Vasudev or Sadguru. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. He does a lot of things. He does a lot of things. Plays golf, drives Formula 1 cars, fast cars, not Formula 1 to be exact, but fast cars. So 15 points to Axis Bank Noida. Alright, next up is a direct question for the girls. So you cannot go for the buzzer because it's your direct now. Let's go to the question, please, on the screen. Okay, this is an interesting question. I'm going to play out a video which shows a temple. I'll give you a clue. Nowhere have I said identify the temple in India. That's a clue. My question does not say name the temple in India. The question says name the temple, but a very famous one. Let's play. It's a direct for the girls. It's open for the other teams on the buzzer though. Let's play. Alright, be ready with your answer, SBI. One cannot go for it. Reset. It's only for team 2. I don't think that is going to give you any clue. Alright, SBI. Let's see what they have written. And team 3 is very interested at what you have written. Want to see? No. Ladies and gentlemen, well done. Let's give them 20 points. Please wait for your answer. Had you given the answer before I had seen their answer, I would have at my discretion given you minus 50. Okay. Please wait for your answer. Yes, now the answer is SBI.
Pashupatinath Temple
In Nepal. Well done, 15 points. The Pashupatinath Temple. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. Pashupatinath Temple will give plus 15 points to SBI and 20 points to the other SBI team. Alright, we have reached the last question of this round, which is for RBI. But again, may I request all the teams, you are all bankers, so you are cleverer than me. You have understood the concept of the round. If it is your direct, please do not give the answer in a hurry because it's still open to the other teams, right? If you give out an answer, you are giving a clue. Please do not do that. RBI, it's your question now on the screen. But the other teams, your fingers could be on your buzzers. Can anybody guess at this point in time? Alright. The lady in the video remains the only woman till date, by the way, to win a very prestigious award. I'm looking for the name of the award. If you can give me the name of that lady, nothing like it, you'll get a hug from my side, but I can't give you any extra points for that. But the essential part of the question is, which award did she win, making her the only lady till date to win that? Let's play the video, please. She's going to give you precious clues in the video itself.
Household can make certain decisions that makes a difference. A local community, that people living on a street and planting trees on that street can make a difference. A community of 1,000 or 1,500 or 2,000 can make a big difference by whether they facilitate solar or other kinds of heat. Building adequate bicycle trails is a major thing that a local
Okay, I don't want you to give any more clues, so
most people then
please freeze it. We can freeze it.
Or use a
Nobody going for the buzzer on this one? Nobody going for the buzzer on Kai Poche, not on this one. All right, nobody going for the buzzer. It's a direct for RBI. Please answer.
Nobel Prize for Economics. She's Eleanor, I think that's her name. Nobel Prize for Economics.
They think RBI think the lady goes by the name of Eleanor something. May I add Elinor Ostrom? And she's the only lady till date to win a Nobel Prize for Economics. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause. Plus 15 points. Well done to them. Let's have a look at the answer on screen. This is Elinor Ostrom, who is the only lady till date to win the Nobel Prize for Economics. I have one question. Let's do that for the audience. Can we? All right. Any Shah Rukh Khan fans in the house? Up on stage or there? It's not for the, yeah, Shah Rukh Khan fan, okay. Shah Rukh Khan fan. Any Salman Khan fan? Okay, Salman Khan. Salman Khan fan, okay. RBI likes Salman Khan. SBI likes Shah Rukh Khan. And the audience who are seated quietly, you watch Chinese movies or what? No Shah Rukh Khan fans, no Salman Khan. Salman Khan, okay. Well, you have the answer? Wait. I think both are equally bad, so it's okay. Let's play out the video. So this is a very famous dialogue. People who watch Hindi movies might see this. Om Shanti Om.
Ladies
from what?
and gentlemen,
Please reset the buzzer.
कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है.
Okay, let's freeze that. That's the dialogue from Om Shanti Om. First to the audience, anybody in the audience, we'll give you some prizes. Nobody trying? No, wait. Yeah. You are going to go to your way to the national finals, so you'll have a lot of opportunities. First to the audience. Anybody in the audience? So I've given you so many clues. Okay, the clues are gone, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. So it is taken from a book, and the book and the author both are in the Guinness Book of World Records. For what? For being the highest selling author in the history of printing. Highest sold book in the history of printing. So it is taken from which book? Any guesses? Yeah. The dialogues are inspired. Not taken, inspired. Inspired from a writer whose work is in the Guinness Book of World Record as the highest selling living author. Yes, SBI, nobody wants to give me an answer, so I'll come to you.
The book is Alchemist.
The Alchemist. And
Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho. Ladies and gentlemen, well done. Have you already got yourself a prize? No, you haven't? Please give me a prize. And again, the concept is very simple. Whatever is inside it, both of you can share. Yeah? Let's clap for them once again, please. This is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Let's have a look at the scores. If we are ready with the scores, it's going to come up very, very shortly. The girls are doing very well. So is Team 2. Let's see who's in the lead after the end of the third round. Oh my gosh, 85 to 65. Well done.